All right, we're live tonight. Okay, well, oh, been a while, y'all. It most certainly has, and I'm glad. I'm glad to be back. Once we get some people in here, I'll start going into all that. But anyway, in the blind is brought to you as always by Salt Creek Custom Ammunition, Trulock choke tubes, Biskit Built 3D, HeyDay Outdoors, and Animus. What's going on? If you're here for the first time, do me a huge favor. This is a live chat. Turn, just type in who you are, where you're from, that kind of thing. If you've been here before, just let me know who's in the room. That's all I want to know. And we have a conversation. So, what's been going on lately? Um, well, last weekend, I was not feeling well. I went out and did some things Saturday, but I started uh, South Carolina knife monkey. Oh wow! Um, first time I'm seeing this handle. So if you were somebody else prior, let me know. But um, I started feeling bad right around Thursday. Started having some lower back pains, and then woke up Sunday and thought I was having another kidney stone. And oh, you was JW Outdoors. Okay, gotcha. All right. When did you change over? Justin Poston, what's up? You here again? Good deal. But I wasn't feeling bad. I was feeling bad. I felt bad all day Sunday, and I felt actually all day Monday. I was feeling bad, and I just decided, you know what? If I didn't work, then I wasn't going to do a live stream. That's why I wasn't here last weekend. But for those of y'all who are in South Carolina, last Saturday, two couple days ago, Saturday, what's going on? If you follow me on Facebook, I posted on my personal page and on Daddy Duck that and I my dad rather was doing a book signing over at Simpson's Hardware here in Sumter, the big one on Westmark. Um, so I spent all day Saturday doing that with him, and then um, afterwards we got the grandson, and we got him for the next 10 days. So we'll be busy with all that. Was my original channel name, and others could not comprehend. What couldn't they comprehend? uh, so anyway, that's what's been going on. Been doing some product review, not really product reviews, but showing some products. We got the Animus bucket out. We got that finally done. Let's see here. We got the Heyday Campo Caddy. Got it finally done, and I was working on another one, and I did not like the B roll at all. So I've got to redo it, and hopefully, I'll get that done this weekend. Uh, so if and I will say this: any of y'all from South Carolina, if y'all, hey Mike, any of y'all that are from South Carolina and you want to hang out with me, come Saturday, early Saturday morning. I'm probably going to go hit the lake, put the boat in the water, go hit the lake. I got to do some B-roll video, and we can just hang out, go goof off after I get the B-roll if you want to. So, and any of y'all, let me know. You can let me know in the comments here, or shoot me an email, or what have you. But this coming Saturday, I'm gonna be on the lake, Santee Cooper Lake, somewhere. I'm not exactly sure where I want to. Well, I know where I want to go is where I'm going to put in is is the question. And go do some B-roll. And then maybe go for some boat riding afterwards. So any of you guys that are from around here want to hang out, let me know. Let's see, we got Mike Green. What's going on? Charles Holden. I'll be around Randolph Saturday, weather permitting. Okay. I'm probably not going to go that far down. I'll probably hang around the Hickory Top, Passini Island kind of area. I need some shallow water, something I can wade into without getting eaten by an alligator, and I don't get sucked in the mud. So I need some shallow water. I got to do some wading around. Mike, when you not now, of course, but need you to give me a holler, man. I got something you might be interested in. It's something that I have been noticing here lately. So give me a holler next day or two, and don't let me forget what it was about. Let's see here. You coming to the lake? You want to meet up with me at the lake? It'll be early Saturday morning. I can bring your pole, but we got to do videos first. Is this really what is being touted as it is to be? What? What? Ultimate 410 shotgun just to... I might have to look at that sometime later. All right. Early. Yeah, give me a call and I'll let you know what time. Where I want to go, by the way, you could probably fish. You could probably fish the trees while I'm doing my video, and you could wade in the water where I'm wanting to go. Anyway, I know you want to catch them large lips. So, what's everybody else been up to? Y'all been having what have y'all been doing for this summer? I've been working. Trying to get a few things done. Around the house, trying to keep up. I don't know about y'all, but here in the South, I'm I cut the grass less than a week ago, and it needs to be cut again. That's how fast I gotta get out there tomorrow and cut it again. And I'm probably gonna have to go to two days a week in cutting grass. That's how fast it's growing. I see the PD Outdoor Show in Florence is back this year in late August. Hope it has more vendors than last year. Yeah, I went last year, man, and there was, and I came across some people that I knew, some other content creators, some of my subscribers showed up. We met some for the first time, but dude, unless I hear there's more going on, I don't know if I want to go or not. Unless somebody says, "Hey, let's go." Unless I got somebody to go with. But it's not like it's that far. It's just wasn't much going on there. Doug, what's going on, buddy? How's everything up your way? You getting any of that? You getting any of that smoke from the wildfires up there, or is that east of you? I can't never remember exactly where you're at. It is Smoky? Okay. Yeah, I'm like, man, they just gonna burn. I mean, what? Canada's been on fire for like what, 3 years now? When are they ever gonna put this thing out? I'm right at the Manitoba border. Okay. I mean, it's been on fire for quite some time. When's it gonna? When they gonna get it put out? You get wildfires every year. Okay. I wish it'd quit. Yeah, we that's about all that's been going on. I know that this coming Friday, I'll be at the South Carolina DNR gun range located on 378 76 between Sumter and Columbia. If you're coming from Columbia, it's right before you get to Waterfowl Bridge. If you coming from Sumter area, it's going to be right past it on the right. Going to be out there doing a little bit of shooting early Friday morning. Got Papa Duck's going to be with me. I'm hoping Mark Taylor is going to be with me. I know I'm going to have my grandson with me. We'll let him try to shoot a few skeet. I think there's maybe one or two of friends of my dad's that might be there. So we're just going to go out there and have a good time. Out there for a couple hours, shoot some 5-stand, and then probably head on back to the house. Not sure what the big plan is, but it's not working out. Yeah, I hear you. Fishing's been great though. Good. I haven't been. I mean, I've been a few times, but nothing to brag. Nothing to write home about. Not a thing to write home about. I would rather pond fish. I just enjoy pond fishing. It's nice. It's quiet. I ain't got to deal with a lot of things. And just kind of chill out. For those of y'all that do what, Grant, what's going on? Sorry about that. I missed you, and now I see you. Appreciate everything you're doing, and I appreciate everything you're doing, buddy. Thank you. I've been putting out a lot of shorts. I've been putting out 3 a week, and all of these shorts, I'd say 99.9% of them are coming from my trail cam. And I asked this question a couple weeks ago, and I'm just going to kind of reiterate and keep asking the question. For those of y'all that watch the shorts, be honest with me. How do you like them? Is it something you're interested in? I know there's no ducks on it. I understand that, but there's been a lot of shorebirds. We've had a hawk. That hawk has come back twice. We got great blue herons. I posted one today of a green heron. I posted one up of a little blue heron. I posted up one of a black crown night heron, which that one was cool because you very seldom see them in the daytime. And I got him right at dawn. So I thought that was pretty cool. I got some new visitors. Listen up, guys. I got some new visitors that showed up, and they're coming out Wednesday. You'll be able to see them Wednesday and Friday. You'll be able to see some new visitors. Of course, I've got I got more. We got more raccoons on trail cam. I can shake a stick at. I just quit posting them unless they do something funny because, it is what it just same thing over and over. We still got a few beavers hanging around. I haven't seen them in the last couple of weeks. That is because something moved my camera, and eventually I will post what I I caught a glimpse of it on the camera, and I will post that probably next week. And y'all tell me what y'all think it is. Mike Green, River Gnomes, Mike Green, they're cool. Just keep it up. Oh, enjoys your content. Thank you so much. River Gnomes. Coleman, what's up? I'm driving real trail cam shorts are great. Thank you so much. Especially like the beaver biting the wreck. That was probably one of my favorites. I will say that that was one of my favorites. And I got some deer. I got some deer moving through. Got some does moving through. I haven't seen any bucks, but I do. I'm not saying it's not a place for bucks to walk through, because I'm quite sure here in about 3 months they will. If a doe walks through, there's going to be a buck behind it. But they're probably laying low somewhere else on the property. We've been training bougie. Let's see here. These are, when I do the training now, it's a lot of it's just warm ups, just to keep her in shape, and just to run off some excess energy. And we do a handful of training. It's been so hot. A couple weeks ago, I went out there and I got overheated really, really bad. I know that I had heat exhaustion, but I'm pretty sure that I was on the borderline of a heat stroke. So I'm going out there. When I do go out there, the training sessions with Bougie is 5-10 minutes tops. I let her hit some land stuff. I let her hit some water stuff, and then we call it a day. Went down there last Friday. Was it Friday? Yeah, Friday. We had to move the trail cam. Like I said, something moved it. Something physically moved it. And it was literally pointed in the opposite direction. So again, I've got the video. It's very quick, very short. You can't really make it out, but I will be posting that up next week. So y'all be on the lookout for that, because it's wild, dude. It really is. Today was the first rain we got in about a month, and it wasn't even close to enough. Yeah, I hear you. We've been getting about every 4 days. We've been getting rain. Of course, this time of year, there's pop-up storms in the afternoons here, just the way it is. And they'll call for rain. Like they called for rain today, and it never happened. Something may come up this afternoon or later on this evening, rather. We'll see what happens, but we most definitely need rain. We need rain. I guess not a personal note, but on a what else can happen to Daddy Duck for the month. I woke up the other morning, get up and go make my coffee. Damn, Weatherman. Yeah, Doug, it's the only profession. Well, there's 2 professions that I know of that can lie their tails off and still get paid a lot, and that is weathermen and politicians. But I got up the other morning to go to fix my coffee, and because it's preset, and I woke up and I said, well, I'm going to go get me a cup of coffee. What's up, RD? And I walked into the kitchen and it was soaking wet. And it came out from under the dishwasher. So half of the dishes weren't clean. So I had to rewash those dishes. And we put them up, and then I had to work. So when I got off work, I started looking around, seeing what it was, and It could be the door gasket or the gasket that goes around. It could be a pump, a hose. It could be a number of things. But I looked it up on YouTube. I did. I get a lot. I mean, I'm quite sure y'all do the same thing. But I looked it up on YouTube, and the main problem from my make and model on, I have a GE dishwasher, is the lower bottom door gasket. And sure enough, I went there and looked at it, and it was all but gone. It had all but deteriorated. So we got on the internet to order a OEM part for it, and dadgum if it ain't backlogged, and I'm going to be out of a dishwasher, other than me or my wife washing dishes, for probably about 2 weeks, maybe even 3, until I can get it fixed. Now I could probably call a repairman to come. They probably got that stuff in stock, and he could slide it on in about 10 minutes. But I'm just gonna wait till the part comes in, and you got to take the door off, and you got to pull the unit out and take the door off and all that stuff. So we'll see what happens. RD, if Noah's listening, tell him I said hello. Let's see here. Like I said, I mean, possible bout of kidney stones. SC rod and gun. I just got my duck boat, a Sea Arc, a Slayer, 1752 with a 60 horse. Good Lord of mercy. Now you can be able to ride wherever you, I mean, you got open water, boy, you be able to scat. Yeah, old RD's in here, Mike. He's in there hiding somewhere. I will have to say this one thing, but when I was at Simpsons Saturday, I picked up a 28 Rite the other day. I just held it. I didn't buy it. So I held it. I'm gonna tell you what, that thing mounts pretty good. It's pretty sweet. It's on my want list right now. Say some negative, RD. So I do have a question for Mike, and guys, you know, Mike's been on the channel. He's another content creator. He does most of his stuff on Facebook, but he sent me a video, and if y'all are following him on Facebook, you probably saw a similar video. But he got himself a 3D printed duck call, and for about 4 days in a row, he was sending me videos. He couldn't quite get it to sound just right. So I'm asking Mike, how does it sound now? Have you figured it out? Did you shave the tone board? Did you put a new reed in? Is it one single reed, double reed? Just, you know, let us know. Let me know, man. I tried to get up with him Friday, but he said something that he had to work, you know, some kind of weird crap like that. I got a meeting. I'm like, yeah, whatever. Got them sounding good now. Some more tweaks. I'll bring them Saturday. Okay. You might want to bring a pair of waders to throw in the boat. I'm just saying. You never know where I'm going to end up at. Just saying. Scott, where's Scott? Oh, dude, hey, Bo, what's going on? Where can a man shoot a bluebill in South Carolina? Well, wherever there's a big body of water. The coast will probably give you your best bet. But every now and then you can get lucky on the lakes. Um, every now and then you can get lucky on the lakes. I tell you what, if I was giving out prizes to the best comments for a week that I get, if I was doing that, which I'm not, but if I was, I would have to give Scott Schultz the comment of the week. And Scott, I'm telling you, I laughed so hard over your comment, and it was unbelievable, dude. I laughed for days just thinking about it. And what I was doing is I was cleaning the HeyDay tag along food and water bowls that I have, and the reason I did a video on it was because I had seen some comments on HeyDay's social media post about, how do you clean the thing? Because there's, especially the water, there's only one, there's one little thing that have a hole, that kind of stuff. You really have a hard time. I said, it was really not that hard, I said, but I'll do a video on it. So I sat there, put some water in it, put some dish soap, shook it up, scrubbed it out with a cloth, rinsed it out, put it up. And that was the video. If y'all haven't seen it, go see it, please, and give me a comment or whatever. But Scott wrote back, and I'm gonna have to paraphrase what he said. And well, shoot, I might be able to pull it up. Hang on a minute. I'm gonna see if I can pull this up. Oh man, don't tell me I can't find it. No, I can't believe I can't find it. Well, where'd it go? Oh man, I can't believe I can't find it. Content. Oh, here we go. Scott wrote, I'm so desperate for hunting related videos. You were even able to suck me into watching you washing the doggy dishes. Well done, my friend. Let me tell you something. That was that is probably one of the funniest comments that I have ever gotten going in over 7 years of doing this. So, Scott, if I was giving out prizes, you'd have won, buddy. I'm going to tell you. That was hilarious. Uh, 9+ pound bass, and they put a short. I saw that one, anti. And I guess y'all are talking about where to shoot bluebills. Yeah. The coast, Georgetown. I don't know if anybody said that. Yeah, they did. Lake Murray, all that you need is a loaf of bread and a baseball bat. Make sure it's Wonder Bread. Anyone have any luck with Galwaller Widgeon in South Carolina? Not lately, but yes, I have. And every year, I hear people shooting a few of them. Every year I hear people shooting a few of them. Friends of mine, y'all kill anything today, and this is all fun conversation. Yeah, we shot a few gab ball. So-and-so got a widgeon. So yeah, they're here. Jake's Landing. That must be on Lake Murray. Got all the mallards you could want, but they never leave. Yeah, they just swim around the docks. They're waiting for the people to come down and throw Wonder Bread at them. And they're there all year long. I wonder why. Maybe it's because their DNA's all messed up. They don't know how to migrate. Seen a few gabwall last year. Still haven't seen a widgeon. Most of the mallards I see are mutt mallards. Can you leave my favorite bread alone? I'm assuming you went alone. Hey, listen, I like Wonder Bread too, but if I am going to bait ducks with bread, it's going to be Wonder Bread because that's the best one. And if you don't believe me, just take that bag and shake it up in the air, and you do that number right there. It's like flagging them. They'll do that right there. And even ORD can shoot them with a 410. They'll just come in just like that. They'll look like a Walmart bread bag, a Walmart bag just floating in the breeze, just doing like that. It's been a few years. Well, I shot some widgeon last year, but as far as the East Coast, it's been a few years since I've shot widgeon. Can't afford 410 shells. Yeah, you can. Quit that up. You know you can. How's Sumter holding up? Terrible, dude. Terrible. That's why I stay home all the time. I don't like going out, man. You get people shooting at each other, robbing each other. Ran into my CVS. One guy ran into the CVS the other day with a mask on. He got all confuddled and barricaded himself in the bathroom. I see it on the news. I live it every night. Spent a ton of time in Hopkins growing up. Not much better. No, not really. I'd like. I'm a little. I yeah, of course. Well, yeah, the F-16 sound good. We got. Um, a, I guess you'd call it a co-op, so to speak. We got the Army and the Air Force here now, same base. So, as far as the crow flies, I'm not too far from the bombing range, and I hear stuff going off all the time. I'm a little if we can get the weather, I think if we get the weather this year, and we're due for some cold weather, and if we can get it this year and push ducks down the Atlantic Flyway, I think we're going to see a really good season. That's my prediction. That is my prediction. But we need it. I think we're going to see. I think you're going to see a lot more. We need the cold weather to get the big push, but I think early season, I think we're going to see more birds and have a little bit better opportunity. It's a feeling, guys. It's just a feeling. That's all. My dad was at McIntyre for 30 years, and he ran. Well, we get as far as the prairie pothole goes. We'll get a few birds off of that. We always do crossovers, but majority of our birds are from the Great Lakes east is where our birds usually come from. And so I'm really I just got a feeling, and I usually don't I haven't had this kind of a feeling in a long time, but I'm literally getting a little excited and just a little bit excited. Unfortunately, this year I'm not. If I do go anywhere, to be maybe North Carolina or maybe Florida. I really want to go to Louisiana for the whistling duck season, but I haven't heard back from my buddy out there. So I'm kind of going to give him about another month or two, and then I'm going to hear it, and I'm going to call him and say, "Hey, I need to know." But I'd like to go out there and hunt. We have weather the last 2 years, but it's always the last of the season. We need earlier fronts, and I'd like to see it. I really we need it, man. The East Coast needs it needs some help. Little beaver swamps that I got plenty of food in them. Plenty of natural foods in there. Plenty. I mean, absolutely plenty. I've got the crayfish, crawdads, crawfish, whatever you want to call them. I got the little aquatic insects. I've got the natural millets. I've got the natural pond weeds. We are these ponds are stocked up on food. I mean, there's plenty of food in these beaver ponds that I've been hunting. But even so, on some of the lakes that I have visited over the summer and spring and summer, I'm seeing. We need the rain. I'm not going to deny that. But if this water stays like it is right now, I got a feeling we're going to see more ducks. I just got a feeling. I just got a feeling. Everything outdoors out here. Why don't you post hunts from your beaver ponds? Actually, I have. I have posted from the beaver ponds. I didn't hardly last year, and I'll tell you why I didn't any last year was I went to Louisiana in September. I went to Louisiana in September. In October, I went to Minnesota, and when I came back, I hunted a couple of times at the beaver ponds, and we shot a few ducks, but it was early morning. The footage wasn't all that great. Then I started hunting some rivers and going around the lake a little bit, kind of leaving the beaver ponds alone. Not that we hurt them or anything, but I kept seeing less and less ducks. Even if I didn't shoot, I kept seeing less and less ducks. And the footage that I did get, you can't see what I'm shooting at. I mean, not at all. It looks like I'm shooting in the pitch black, and in fact, it's shooting time. But I have posted hunts from the beaver ponds. Mike says he's going to slay it this year. Scott, I went to Dive Bomb Squad Fest by St. Louis and Tonyville Habitat Load Speaker who's playing duck hunting tips. Out of the hundreds of people there, maybe only 10 or 12 people listened. Yeah. Wait, more water means more ducks? Yeah, Woody's love to fly early. I thought it was great. Sadly, my wife told me to be quiet. That's funny, Scott. Yeah, I will say something that I have been noticing, and this was now I didn't get my trail cam put up in what was it, May, sometime in May, and I was seeing wood ducks come, by the trail cam, but some came early in the morning and lit right there where I wanted them to, and where I pretty much, knew they were going to go to, but then they quit coming, and we started noticing on trail cam that we were seeing ducks coming later in the day, 10, 11 o'clock, sometimes 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And we were paying attention, but really weren't paying attention too much. And we weren't seeing the ducks come into where they normally come, this one little hole. They love to hit it. And we weren't seeing them. In the mornings, we'd see them fly by, but we would never see them actually lock up and come in like they have been doing. So with the trail cam footage that we saw, these birds may be coming in later in the day. So I am going to pick out a couple of days this year to go on to eat. See y'all later. All right, RD, take care. I am going to pick out a couple of days this season and get there early in the morning like I normally do. Bring a lounge chair if I have to, and kick back and just sit there all day. I know it's going to be a long day for 3 wood ducks, but we'll see what happens. I can shoot my limit before then, or get a couple before then, and I'll walk away. But I'm gonna, if I don't see them that early in the morning, I'm gonna sit. If daylight savings time stays permanent, we get to sleep in that extra. Ain't that the truth? I mean, it won't get daylight at about 8 o'clock. And you're still going to have guys that are going to leave at 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning to go hold the hole. You are. And you know who you are. Y'all going to get out there. I don't want you going out there 15 minutes and getting in everybody's way. But that gum, waking up 1:30, 2 o'clock, getting out there and sitting out there just to hold the hole. Whew. So I'm curious, Scott, when he was saying he was giving tips on duck hunting, was he saying plant 20,000 acres of corn? Just out of curiosity. Well, that's one thing, Doug. I mean, there's one thing, if you got to drive that far. But I'm talking. I know guys that'll get out there at 1:32. They will be in the hole that early. So where is it at now, Charles? Is it going in front of the house? The daylight savings time it needs to go in front of the house now to get approved. Get approved, and then we can sign it into law. I think that's what it was. I think the Senate's passed it, and it's up in front of the House. Not a word about corn, isn't that really? Want to try and hunt sparkleberry this year. If the water is as is now, it's gonna be stumpy for you. Real stumpy. I'm gonna be out there. I know that I'm probably gonna hunt the lakes a little bit more this year than I did last year or the year before. Um, that's a plan anyway. But I will go to wherever the ducks are this year in South Carolina, North Carolina. So, if we got ducks in North Carolina, I'm gonna head up. If you know if they're in the beaver pond, that's where I'm gonna be. If they're in the swamp, that's where I'm. If they're gonna be on the lake, that's where I'm gonna be. They're gonna be up north a little bit. That's where I'm gonna be. Oh yeah, Justin. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I know guys that the Saturday before opening weekend, especially in Thanksgiving, they'll have they'll change it out, but they'll have somebody sitting in a boat in the middle of the hole 24/7 until the season opens. Never doubt the scout. Nope. Yep, they just camp out. Camp out in a boat. Oh, I know a lot of guys. And that's one thing I can honestly say I never did that. Even in my youth, I never did that. But in my youth, don't get me wrong, there were people that were duck hunting, but it wasn't as crazy as it is now. And you know, now I've camped duck hunting, but not camped in a hole. How's that? I'll put it to you that way. I just don't see any reason whatsoever to do that. do 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 do. Oh man, it's good and cold. I'm in the house with the AC down to 70, got a fan blowing on top of me, got another fan blowing on the other side of me, and I'm still sweating, man. It is muggy, even in the house. I don't think I've actually been cold, I'm talking about AC cold this summer. You know how you just get in the house and it's cool, it's nice, you feel good. Sometimes you get it cold enough to where you can put a light little blanket on you while you're watching TV. None of that this year. It has been that hot and muggy. Oh, so like I was saying earlier, another video. I'm actually going to go get some B-roll this Saturday for. Um, hopefully it's not raining. Hopefully the wind's not up. If the wind's up, I won't be able to do it. Because I gotta what I have to do. Um, and then we're gonna start getting stuff ready. I got some decoy videos that I want to do. Just getting everybody stirred up. The maybe sprinkling a few hunts from last year before, just kind of sprinkling a few things a little here and there. But try to get that done. Dove season. Dove season's coming up quick. Um, of course, here in the South, our deer season's coming up kind of quick. You won't catch me sitting in a tree stand this time of year. Nope. Too hot. Too hot, and the deer flies will eat you alive. But, you know, Coleman, in my opinion, yes. As a matter of fact, any of the HeyDay decoys are worth the money. Um, I've had HeyDays when they were lifetime, and they still look good. I've shot them. Doesn't hurt them. Doesn't hurt them at all. They still float good. You can't even tell they were unless I sat there and it showed you where they were shot at. You wouldn't even know. Mine are holding paint real well. I have had some people say, "Well, mine didn't hold paint," and I'm like, I don't understand, because I take mine. Mine are holding paint, even my older ones. And they say, "Well, we put decoys and we leave them out all year." I said, well, there's your problem. You leave anything out there all year long, it's going to fade out. But I personally think they're worth the money. I wouldn't be a part of HeyDay if I didn't think so. I wouldn't be in a partnership with them. I own. Understand something. They don't give me anything. It's just for saying these things, that they do not give me any money, not one dime, and they have never given me a decoy. But I own 11 dozen of them. 11 dozen of them, and they are other than the corks and the wooden ones that I've got behind me, sitting on the floor behind me. They have most definitely been the best decoys I've ever owned. They're lightweight. You can take the keel weights out of them if you want them even lighter. Easy to pack in, pack out. I mean, dude, I can put 3 or 4 dozen on my back without a problem. I'd be divorced if I bought any more decoys right now. You can shoot them. The only thing I know, and I always say this and laughing about it, but the only thing I know that could possibly tear up a HeyDay decoy, and that would be a 6-month-old lab puppy if you started gnawing on it. Other than that, dude, they're great. They're in my opinion, my humble opinion, they are definitely worth the money. I've got the only decoys of theirs that I don't have. I don't have any of the geese, and that's just because I don't goose hunt. I really don't have a place to goose hunt down here, so I just don't have goose decoy. I mean, I got 4 plastics that I'll put out on open water sometimes just to draw in ducks, but I don't have any of the geese. I don't have any of the cinnamon teal. They came out with a mallard pintail hybrid. I don't have that. And they just came out with a shoveler. Now, I will say there's a good chance that between now and duck season that I may order 6 of the shovelers just to have. Just so I can throw in the spread, because why not? So it's, that's, and I'll probably order those. And I love their rigs. By the way, I do love their rigs. Now, the one thing that I do want from HeyDay is they have a pole and cone, is what I don't even know what it's called, but it's for motion in a field. So you can actually take your floaters and put this cone. It's got a cone. It's got a pole, and you put the decoy on top of it, and it just kind of moves around. That kind of thing. I really do want to get one of those. And I don't need a lot, probably a dozen, because there are times when I have a little shore bank, a little bank or something, and that I can put. Hang on a second, I got a little issue going on. I mean, how many decoys do you typically, Doug? That's kind of, it all depends. It really does. It all depends. If if I'm hunting the swamp and I'm truly hunting the swamp, um, I may carry a maximum of 3 dozen, a maximum, and it's going to be all kind of species in there. Mostly mallards, wood ducks, gadwall, black ducks, wood ducks, that kind of thing. If I'm hunting open water, and I mean it's big time open water, and depending on where I am and what the flight's doing, there's a good chance I'm going to try to put out everything I can out there. And not so much as I want it to look like a refuge. I'm wanting it to look like refuge birds. I want it to look like there's a whole, here they are. Here's where everybody has come to. But again, it all depends. It all depends. The time of year, it all depends on that, because as the season progresses and I'm seeing fewer and fewer ducks, I put out fewer and fewer decoys. And I usually save my best ones, my really bright, the newer ones. I usually save those for the end of the year. If I'm hunting, say, Arkansas timber, and my hole's big enough, I may put, I'll put what I can out there, as many as I can out there. I got 11 dozen puddlers and divers, so I mean, if I'm diver hunting, I got 2 dozen divers. I'm putting every one of those out. And I got some plastic divers as well if I need to put some more out there, depending on what's going on. I probably got 3, maybe 4 dozen plastic divers left from years gone by. Let's see here. So yeah, it just kind of, Doug, it all just kind of depends, buddy. There we go. Just all kind of depends. I mean, I do have what I call the swamp rig. It's already rigged up. It's a combination of mallards, wood ducks, and black ducks, and it runs about 12.5 of everything. Putting all those 3 together, and if I'm hunting a small swamp like a beaver pond, that's what I'm going to grab. Divers out toward the open area and puddle ducks up. Yep, exactly. And somewhere in between is where I'm going to have those 4 super magnum geese. I mean, I was in North Carolina, I don't know, 3, 4 years ago, I guess. And I was hunting with Craig, who comes in here from time to time. And we had a nice spread, probably about 2.5 dozen decoys out. We were open water. And I had 4 super magnum Canada geese out. And we had a 5-pack of widgeon that we called in. And we had to shoot early because The geese were a little bit further out, and I wasn't expecting them to try to land. They tried to land with they wanted to land with the geese, not with the puddle ducks. They wanted to land with the geese. So I think we ended up getting 3 out of that flock. So if I'm hunting open, if I'm hunting open water, I'm going to have at least 4 goose decoys out. 4 geeses. All right. Any more questions? Quick. Well, guys, if you have any more questions, or if you're thinking about them and you want to send me an email, you send me an email to daddyduck365@gmail.com. It's in the about section of my YouTube page. Feel free, send me a question. If you don't want an email, you can always go to daddyduck365, my Facebook page. And you can message me there. I usually respond within a day or two. But regardless, guys, it has been great. I'm glad to be back. Thank you for the ones that checked on me to make sure that I was doing okay. And I do appreciate that. But and I do appreciate each and every one of y'all coming in tonight. Saw some new faces, saw some old faces with new names. But listen, y'all have a great one. Y'all have a good week, and we will see y'all next time. Daddy Duck 365. Good night, everybody. Have a great week.